Welcome to MIT Media Lab. This is a place we host the Garden Cambridge of Ars Electronica 2020. My name is Liang. Welcome.
This is our lab from where this vision of radical atoms came out. We were very excited in 2016. This became a big theme for entire festival. So today, we are very excited to join Ars Electronica Festival 2020, Kepler's Gardens. Let me show around the Garden Cambridge. This is a building famous architect Maki designed for MIT Media. The beauty of transparency, also diagonal visibility, really foster serendipity, chance encounters, and the discourse all around the building. This third floor atrium is a very important space for the communities. Walking around here, you can almost hear the noise and the heat and energy. Then you can chance encounter so many amazing people and the topics, but now all gone because COVID-19 crisis. Also my lab over there is always full of the visitors, students. Now it's empty, but it was always full of people. So we really want to solve these problems using tangible telepresence. But the most important thing is I really want to invite back all the students, friends, visitors, also you watching this guided tour through the video, computer screen, to come physically here, then talk, discuss face to face. Absence is something very important. Silence or white space is very important to appreciate music or paintings. If you paint every corner of the pixels, 8K display, there's no room for the people to feel the missing part using their imagination. On the other hand, a haiku, Japanese short poem, use 575 characters, represent the universe. But the reader have to fill in the character, words between the line with the imagination. Then artwork is completed. Another aspect is we lost so many important things, memory of people. How to bring back this memory of the deceased loved one? How to understand presence of absence? How to really mitigate pain of something we lost? All this thought is now coming to the concept of presence of absence.
January 1896. The first ever public screening of a moving picture. It was a short clip of arrival of a train at the station. It was rumored that the audience got scared because they believed the train is coming off the screen.
In Tangible Media Group, we think the next medium of this level will be about tangibility and proximity. A medium that makes you believe the absence is presence.
Tangible Media Group has been fighting against the pixel empire in the last quarter century. This diagram shows our record of the battles. The world was completely dominated by GUI empire, pixel empires, when I landed here 25 years ago. Still, pixel is a king. But 25 years ago, we started Tangibits, making information tangible, graspable, physical, pushing from the sea of the digital to the physical world. So that now you can touch and grasp. This is a very classic piece called the music bottle. This bottle is empty. You can project any image, like a genie bottle. So that is another instance of presence of the musician, but actually absent. We push the meanings of the bottle to digital domain. So it's a container of any digital information you want to keep and also you want to hear. And also very happy to show the very important piece, In Touch. In touch is one of the very important milestones to address presence of absence. Sense of touch is something very, very critical to convince people about existence of a body through the sense of touch. We are very interested about not using a pixel, not to represent body, how we can convince the presence of the invisible body. So if you touch this device, then you can really feel bidirectionally. Another important example is this one. These are beads of sound, but these are tangible bits, not only physical materials, but also computational. This is called soundscape. You can sculpt this sound. Then you see computational models is updated in real time. You can make a lot of the simulation. For example, when you have a heavy rain, how water run down, how to manage water drainage, or how much sunlight each slope can get, so that what kind of flower or trees can survive. So we can do the computer simulation plus beautiful form giving for aesthetics together. So that's the tangible bits. It's tangible, physical, but also computational. However, one of the problems is once I destroy this landscape, this soundscape has no memory. So how do we make this stuff has a kinetic memory?
This project is called Inform. It's a pin-based shape display. With Inform, we can create a presence of things in another space.
Today, we have two choice of the materials. One is frozen atoms, like this plastic ball or wood, metal, or plastic. They are frozen. It doesn't dance. Another material is intangible pixels stuck behind 2D screen, like all the pixels that everybody using every day. So these are very beautiful dynamic materials, but intangible. You cannot grab, you cannot hold, no physical substance. So we are inventing a third new materials, which you call radical atoms. Radical atom is computational, physical, and digital. The power of the radical atoms is it can be metamaterials to emulate any property, feature of existing materials or non-existing hypothetical materials. Let me show. Now you see all the wave travels through these materials, manipulate, control, flexibility, viscosity, and the malleability of the materials mathematically, so that you can do a lot of interesting emulation. For example, under earthquake, you see that all the energy wave travels through the earth. So important things, you can really feel the vibrations because you're touching, but all this vibration also comes through the floor to the entire body. So that's a really embodied experience of the propagation of energy through the simulation model. That's something pixel cannot do it. In future, if all the physical materials can dance and move, changing property like a stiffness, color, and viscosity on the fly, this become really amazing materials. Even some material can float, levitate in the air, so that we envision breakthrough in new computation physical material, which we call radical atoms, can really revolutionize design, communication, and artistic expression.
For the Garden Cambridge, for Ars Electronica 2020, we created this garden of presence of absence, exhibiting all the projects we've done around this topic.
Everybody is beyond Zoom grid. I can see you, I can hear you, but where you are, people do not feel real sense of the presence because it's pixel. So lack of a sense of the presence of the body awareness makes so difficult to trust and also engage into the interaction like a design studio or workshop. So one of the important challenges, how to go beyond the current audiovisual limitation of telepresence, like a video conference, bringing a real tangibility, like inform or in touch, to the next level. So I really want to start this conversation through this garden with the theme of the presence of absence.
Thanks for joining this brief journey about Garden Cambridge. We also host online garden and a Q&A session, which you can find on our landing page. See you there.